Also, doing this does improve your consistency as well. It improves a lot of things. All from all of these benefits, all these things will improve if you simply just did this one thing. Just one thing. One thing that took 1,000 steps to accomplish. Look, when it comes to belief, usually people are at a base level of belief. They just say it. I believe there's different versions, there's different levels of just raw belief. There's obviously this delusional kind of belief, and then they're just talking belief. What do I mean by talking belief? You know, the people that just say, oh, I believe in this. Oh yeah, I believe that. I believe this. I believe I can do that. I believe I can do that. Like, they just say it. They don't actually believe it truly within their heart, within themselves. That's not the belief I'm talking about. I'm talking about just the raw belief. The belief that just people around you believe it as well. Like, you just have that energy around you. Why? Simply because just the way you act, the way you are towards that goal, towards that thing that you're trying to do. I want you to forget about everything that everyone else says. I'm gonna give it to you simple and raw, easy to just digest so your brain doesn't explode. Because I know some people, they can't pay attention. I know some people also can't really digest information that quickly because, you know, they're really like there's nothing in there. Number one, I need you to set a crazy goal. I know a lot of people say, oh, don't set an unrealistic goal. Don't do this, be real. Shut up. Just shut up. It's impossible until it's possible. Does that make sense? It doesn't happen until it happens. It's always how it's been ever since time started. It's always been like that. Someone says you can't do something, and then eventually someone does it. So start you off real quick, real easy, real simple. Set an unrealistic goal. Real simple. And for those I can't really think about, oh, what do I set? Shh. Do 1,000 push-ups in a day. 1,000 push-ups. Yeah, you're probably like, what's this guy talking about? Shut up. And I guarantee you there's a person, if not multiple people, that have done that before. Probably more than 1,000 a day. But the fact that you watching this video and you heard me say 1,000 push-ups, you're already doubting yourself in your mind. I already know you are. I can read you through your screen. You're either thinking, this guy's crazy, or you're thinking this guy's retarded. Same thing. But that's your belief system right away. That says something about your belief system in your mind. It's already brain dead. It's already dead. Like, it's drained. There's nothing there. You're probably the type of person to see something, either believe it automatically or deny it automatically. Not even use your brain and really think about what's happening. You're probably easily deceived, if anything. What does 1,000 push-ups have to do with anything unrealistic? For one, you probably can't even do more than 50. Do you know how embarrassing that is? I can name 10 people who can't do more than 50 push-ups, and that's pretty sad. The worst part is that they're all guys too. You can probably go out in the street, you can go outside of your yard, and you can point at any neighbor, and I guarantee you most, if not all your neighbors can't even do 10 push-ups. Why? They probably have a beer belly, they probably be drinking all the time, smoking weed, all this dumb shit. The reason I say push-ups is because they're very simple, super simple. Get down in the plank position and do a push-up. Real simple. Go down, go back up. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. It's so simple, yet not many people can do it. That's embarrassing. However, what's not embarrassing is the fact that you're trying to learn how to do push-ups. That's not embarrassing. But why do push-ups? Why, out of everything, why do push-ups? Why? Because physically and mentally, mostly mentally, it's so hard to do 1,000 push-ups, especially for the people who can barely do 50, let alone 100. If you somehow get to 1,000 push-ups in one day and you genuinely stay consistent, you're just at it every single day or at it every 2 days, you're just doing it, you're gonna get to a point where you're just so close, or you're halfway, or you're just a little halfway, and you're physically seeing progress. And you're just not gonna want to stop. Because if you do this properly, if you literally just focus on literally trying to just do 1,000 push-ups in a day, the psychology behind your brain, the mentality you're just gonna have because of the fact that you can just simply do 200 push-ups after last month that you can barely even do like 50. Not only you're gonna develop your physique, that's not what's more important here. What's more important is building this, strengthening this. Now, how does doing a push-up strengthen this? You have to understand that doing push-ups, especially lots and lots of reps of them, it's more mental than physical. And for those of you who are disagreeing, I guarantee you, you have not done a crazy amount of reps. And let's say you do have a crazy amount of reps. Let's say you can do 500 in a day. Why stop there? Why not go up to 2,000 a day? Like, creating such a high goal that's hard to get to yet simple to do, it's so mentally challenging because you're like, the push-ups are easy, the motions are easy, but actually getting to that amount is incredibly hard. And you're just gonna keep putting in your brain, it's hard, it's like, I can't do it. Like what am I doing? Like, I gotta stop. Like, I'm doing this for no reason. Bro, shut the up. You talking way too much. You're doing a lot of this instead of a lot of this. Stop. One thing I want you to take away from this video, if you were to scrap everything, just throw everything out. And also, before you give up, the amount of pure belief you're gonna get from doing this, the amount of confidence, on top of that, your physicality, how strong you're gonna get. If you think that's gonna be your strongest, no, this is gonna be your strongest after doing what I just told you. This is actually more mentally draining than actually doing the physical work. You don't understand the amount of reps, not just physically, but mentally you're gonna be doing while doing this. Constantly having to tell yourself to keep going is you're probably gonna tell yourself more times to constantly keep going, don't give up, more than you are gonna tell yourself to keep doing those push-ups, because it's gonna be incredibly hard. Doing this, you're literally gonna gain so much belief, so much confidence in your ability, because you're like, I did 1,000 push-ups, what the did you do? And they're gonna laugh at you and be like, oh yeah, well, you did it in a week? No, I did it in one day, bro. And they're not gonna believe you. That's the best part. They're not gonna believe you. You literally believed in yourself so hard, so much. You grinded out crazy. And you're got to a point where when you tell someone something, they just don't believe you. And you laugh at them. Because you know the truth. You know what really happened. That's the whole part. That's the best part. Because mentally you were fighting so hard in yourself that you don't care what anyone else says. This is when the crazy amount of belief just starts to kick in. Once you hear that bit of words of people not believing you, this is your brain when you first started. This is your brain when you finished it, when you accomplished the goal, the unrealistic goal. And then this is your brain when someone doubts you. People don't believe you until it actually happens. Also, I forgot to say, make sure you do this in the dark. Try not to have people watch you. Don't have people spectate you. Don't even tell anyone what you're doing. Don't tell no one what you're doing. Do that shit on your own. Do that in your room alone at night. Pump all those push-ups. Let's say you're at a family party or a family gathering and you're at someone else's house, you're at your family member's house, your cousin's house. You know what, matter of fact, let's say you're on your own house. Everyone's outside having a good time. Come inside your room, pump out 200 push-ups right on the ground. Just pump it out real quick. Boom. Let's say that was the morning, right? You get out throughout the day, boom, boom, boom. Okay, you go to your cousin's house. Everyone's having a good time. Drink some water maybe. Go to the bathroom, pump out another 200. Boom. That same day. And then that night you finish the whole fucking set. You do a whole 600 and you finish that shit. Doing it alone will make your confidence in yourself so improved that you're gonna start saying things that are a little crazy, that might seem crazy to others. You're gonna be like, I can do that. Because I did this and because I really believed in myself, I can do that. I don't care how crazy it is, I can do that. People are gonna look at you crazy like, this guy, and they're gonna start laughing at you. But you're so sure of yourself because you've seen what you've done on your own, in the dark, by yourself, no one watching, that you're so sure you can do that by yourself. And you don't care what anyone says because you did it yourself. You accomplished it for yourself. This isn't for others. This is for yourself. So if you're watching this, you can't even do a push-up. Do a knee push-up. Do 10 of them. Now attempt to do a regular push-up. Can you do a regular push-up? Okay, you can finally do a regular push-up. Good. Now bust out 20 knee push-ups. Now that you've done that, now that you're able to do that, do 10 regular push-ups. Okay, now you're able to do push-ups. Let's go. Finally, you're starting to do push-ups now. Now do 15 regular push-ups. Okay, boom, you're able to do 15 push-ups. One thing I want you guys to know, time does not matter here. Take your time, but be consistent, okay? Don't be doing 20 push-ups max in 1 week, and then 3 weeks go by and then you do 10 push-ups. No, don't do that shit. At that point, you're just doing it just to say you did 20 push-ups. Like, what are you even doing? Maybe you do 50 push-ups one day, the next day you rest. Then the next day you did 80, then you rest. Then you do 100 the next day after that, then you rest the next day. Then you do 120 the next day after that, and then you rest. Then you do it again and you rest. Then you do it again and you rest. You can do that too, but you need to be consistent. Also, doing this does improve your consistency as well. It improves a lot of things. All of these benefits, all these things will improve if you simply just did this one thing. Just one thing. One thing that took 1,000 steps to accomplish. I don't know what you're still looking at me for. It's time to get to work, bro.